one in.
You're gonna make me
All
spit
right.
on myself.
You know, three times the charm. So, all right. I haven't seen the trailer for this one myself. It's been like a month or two. I heard about it. I think I spoke about it on my podcast, but I played maybe a little bit of Borderlands, but you know, you're more huge into it. Nightwing, Hellboy.
Yeah, I
So
played. I have all the Borderlands games. I play them, and I still will go back to them and just enjoy the games we
so
got.
okay. So with that being said, you're a huge fan of the IP.
Yeah,
I haven't seen the trailer, so you know, what's your thoughts? Just thoughts
on the trailer.
on them making a live action film.
I I don't have no problem with live action. It's the actors they got.
Okay.
That's the only thing. It's two
You think
actors that
they're
they got.
too old or kind
One's
of
too
forced
old,
in?
and the other one just does not fit for the character.
Gotcha. So these are all. Are these are? Do you know if they're supposed to be? Okay, like I said, we're not gonna say too much. Yeah, this is kind of like a warm up getting there. Um, so would you say like they're supposed to portray these characters, or they kind of are taking some of their traits and appearances and they give them a whole different, you know?
It's the characters that who is gonna play that. I just don't see them, or they just don't look good as them. Like I love the actors, but just the role they're in is not good. For when you play the games and see how they are, it's just not them.
All right, so check it out. I got working on the Fallout series completion, giving that my thoughts, right? That's going to be on the way very, very soon before this month ends. Looking at that background, that gives me some Fallout vibes. Like they filmed it in the same location.
Well,
Fallout.
Borderland Borderlands isn't a wasteland of a planet. You're on Pandora, which is a wasteland. So it's like,
Wasteland, but see, here's the thing: where Fallout has some of the older guns, this looks like the gun she has looks more like up to date.
well, yeah, that is Borderlands. Borderlands has up to date guns. They have some futuristic looking guns. They have some old guns and some guns that you're like, how does this work? But it still works. It's like a mixture of everything.
Okay, I see. Okay.
Sure, if someone wants, they can make a gun that shoots pencil lead at you and it somehow will kill.
Hmm. All right, so let me see. Let's see how this trailer looks like. Curious, 2024. And I'll say this: it gets straight into some action. Hold on, I see Jamie Lee Curtis is in here. Hold on,
Yep.
let me go. Let me play that back because that happened so quick. Okay, so I see got Kevin Hart on the turn shooting. So who's Kevin Hart supposed to be for a
Kevin
Borderlands?
Hart is playing one of the characters which is not meant for Kevin Hart. One, Kevin Hart is playing a character called Roland. He is a soldier. Um, he's an ex-soldier, but he's the leader of the group. He's serious a lot. He cracks some jokes sometimes, but he's a serious one.
Mm-hmm.
He's a leader,
Right.
and he's tall. He's tall, and you just look at him and you can see, yeah, that's the leader.
Okay. Now, so you would say he, I guess, would be like leading the charge.
Yes, he's the one that was leading the Vault Hunters.
Gotcha. Hold on, let me and fuck, that's so quick. Who's Jamie Lee Curtis supposed to be?
She is playing Patricia Tanner. She's a scientist on Pandora. The thing with it is though, Tannis is young. Like, she's probably in her 20s or 30s, but she's young.
Right.
And with Tannis is a character that doesn't go for action. She's crazy, but she doesn't. She not up with the. She'll kill someone, but just like she gets sick. She's one of them.
Right.
So I love Jamie Lee Curtis, but no, I just can't.
All right.
Patricia. Just me.
Well,
I guess if I show you the games and we go in order and you meet how these characters are, you're just gonna be like, well, dang, okay. But you can keep going.
Well, they gotta also cram a lot of it because they might blend certain things from the first one.
Which is why I will go over some of this stuff because they do kind of put some aspects in some other stuff from 1 and 2. So I will go over that too.
Let me see.
Uh-oh. God, I hate this planet. Would you look at that? A ladder! Unfortunately, my design doesn't facilitate this type of...
Well, destiny awaits.
Legend has it that there's this massive treasure hidden in some secret vault. And if you go hunting for it, you'd better take any help you can get. Because it's on the weirdest, most dangerous dumpster fire of a world in the universe.
Damn.
God, I hate this planet.
Okay, so this
What does that smell?
Piss wash gullet.
Ew!
Put the window up.
I don't want to! Roll the window up!
It's Pete. It's Pete. Why do you think it's called piss wash? How did it get the name?
It's in my mouth!
Do you know how many people have died looking for this vault?
We have something they don't, baby girl.
Okay, what?
Major issues. Time to make it rain! With your body parts!
What did I tell you?
Minimal explosions!
I said no explosions.
Step aside, bitches!
Ooh, mine's bigger.
Hold on, door. I needed a gun. So you asked for it.
There's only one of you in the world. You're special.
Uh-oh.
Kill them all. What's happening right now?
I'm expelling the excess lead. I can't go if you're looking at me. Actually, scrap that. I can. I really can. Actually, it's helping.
Are we really waiting for this to finish?
Keep looking at me.
All right, so here. So it looks pretty good. It looks pretty entertaining. It's got some action. The comedy is very mild. I don't think it's meant to be like a real ha ha ha. Like
Borderlands, it has comedy, but it's mostly its comedy is there, and you get some witty quips from characters in that. Yeah, but it's a lot of action in the game, of course.
Right, and that's why I was like, all right, this doesn't seem too bad. We'll just have to see how they'll, be with some of these characters. I understand, the game counterparts can be different from the live action, but I think it's for right now, from seeing the trailer, not too bad. It's made by the people who made, what, Spider-Man, Venom, and should I forget
Yeah,
the
it's
first one?
Sony.
Yeah. So, Uncharted. So they've had a pretty good resume when it comes to comic book characters or video game movies. So it'll be either good or mid tier. You know, I understand you're on the fence about it, but you should at least trust Sony's process to give us a good movie.
I will show you Borderlands. I will get you into Borderlands so you can like kind of experience it.
I mean, I have Borderlands that I think was the Handsome Collection when I was free for PlayStation.
Yeah, that's
I've
playing
been playing a little bit
Borderlands.
of it, but that's just
Yeah,
something like with many other games, I'm gonna have to figure it out and like play it. There's just so many
yeah, because
games.
the Handsome Collection is Borderlands 2 and then the pre-sequel. Yeah, hold up.
Yeah, and a whole bunch of DLC if I'm not mistaken. And then 3 usually goes on sale anyway. So there's that.
So basic, if you ask anyone about Borderlands, all the games, it goes like this. Borderlands 1 is a good game. It is a fun game, but the story is like a generic one. It's like generic because the game came out like what 2008, 2009.
I think. Let
That's
me
when the
check.
first one came out, and then of course they had the game of the year. But it was a good game. All the loot and everything else. The story was here and there. The
Mhm,
DLC for the story for the first game is where kind of it was good because it was the
mhm.
same thing. It was like 3 or 4 DLCs. It's like DLC 1 was about zombies. DLC 2, I forgot what DLC 2 was. The DLCs was like hit or miss, but it was like one DLC that was good, which was the last one, which gave a lot more story and gave a story for a character we will learn more about in the pre-sequel. Then, if you ask anyone, Borderlands 2 is where the best Borderlands game ever. It was like one of the best looter shooters. It was one of the
Yeah,
best
it came
Borderlands
out. It
games.
came out. It came out 2009.
Yeah, Borderlands 2 is where it hit, where it was praised for everything.
Yeah.
And Borderlands 2, like, no matter how old Borderlands 2 is, it's a game you could go back to whenever and just fall in love with it, with how it looks, how it plays. It's just
Mhm.
something you could always go back into. The DLCs, now a lot of the DLCs was like a quick couple minutes, quick 30 minutes or something, because some of it was just like a festive thing, like
Yeah.
Halloween, Christmas, Valentine's Day.
Yeah,
But
like events.
yeah, but it had some actual good DLC, which one of the best one is Tiny Tina's Assault on Dragon Keep, which is
Right.
one of the best DLCs it had. Now,
That got made
people
into a
would,
game.
and of course, 2 had one of the best villains, which is Handsome Jack. Um, the pre-sequel, it wasn't it wasn't bad. It was okay. It's a game that you play once, you play the DLC, and then you're done. Because
Okay.
it's the pre-sequels was basically extra content, you could say. It wasn't
Mhm.
made by the same people that made Borderlands 2, but it has some of Borderlands 2 into it, but different because it was a different uh team that made it.
Okay, gotcha. But
Um,
with this movie coming out, do you think like what's your whole feel on it now that you've seen it?
like I said, since I played the game, just seeing how it is, I kind of seeing Tiny Tina, like seeing how Tiny Tina acts. I'm like, oh no. Tiny Tina is like the little girl that you seen. basically Roland is a father figure to her. Like both of them has like a father-daughter kind of attachment. And Tiny Tina is a crazy one that explodes everything.
Gotcha. So
Well,
it's going to be interesting. It's going to be interesting how they do everything. You remember, this is the first entry for the movie, so they have to limit certain things. They gotta work within the confinements. Now, maybe on the second to the third, they can go balls to the wall. But I think for this first entry level, it's to you got to look at it from also a filmmaking side when it comes to this. Like, remember, a lot of video games used to get movie adaptations and they would suck. So now it's starting to get fair to good. It's like, why not keep the ball in motion and get some of these games, popular games, into movies? You know, like I said, they sucked with it the first time, so they're gonna have to do things that's gonna rub true fans a certain way. Even with the Fallout series, like I keep going back to, you have to remember, if Fallout was to tank, if this, were to tank, then no one's not really going to be interested in game, movies, or live action shows because they just can never get it right. So I think we're in a space now where it's getting better, it's getting good because I had to go through a lot of trial and errors and see what worked and what didn't. Because as a filmmaker, you have to look at just the time confinement and everything else like that. So I'm excited for it, kind of, but I'm not really going to be rushed in to see it on theaters unless there's nothing that's really playing, or if I watch most of my movies, then I'll be checking that one out and probably like give my personal thoughts on it. But that's just me.
At first I was interested in it, and then I saw the cast before we had the trailer. I saw who was gonna play as what, and then that's when I kind of, at first I was already have a bad feeling, and then when I saw the trailer, it's
Well,
I don't know.
yes, in time. We got nothing but time, and hopefully, we'll see what's gonna happen. But
Yeah.
for the viewers, post your thoughts in the comments down below. What do you guys think of the fall? Not Fallout. I'm sorry, I'm thinking of Fallout. My mind's all over the place today. The Borderlands trailer. Is it hot? Is it not? Are you guys gonna be watching it first day? Or are you guys gonna wait for it? Yeah. Till then, we'll definitely catch you guys in the next one. Definitely gonna be talking about some video games topics. So go ahead and check out Red Demon's channel. Go ahead and check out my gaming channel, Boost Gaming. And yeah, until then, be safe and take care out there. Peace.